So hey guys, now I'm going to do the review of Batman. Now, like you all know this already, Batman is doing really great, and I heard this comic or this issue was really good before I read it. So now that I have read it, before I start the review, I want to show you again the cover because these covers looks really nice. So I like how they changed it to blue Batman title. Blue, and then you see one of the guys from the Court of Owl suits right behind Batman, on the floor, the ground being stabbed, and you can see all the blood and all the daggers that are sticking out of him. Now there was a variant cover of him trapped in the maze that he was dropped off of in issue number 4. So in the last issue, Batman was captured by the Court of Owls, and now he's trapped in this maze. And now that's where this issue picks off. So we learned that basically it has been 8 days since Batman has disappeared. So it has been 8 days since the last, what happened in the last issue. So, Commissioner Gordon is really worried. He has a bat signal turned on, and of course Harvey Bullock said he's never going to come. It's been 8 days, and he's not going to come. But, Commissioner Gordon doesn't want to give up hope because he said this signal is a signal for hope, because Batman was our greatest hero, our greatest protector in Gotham City, right? So he's trying to give hope to Damian, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, Alfred, that somehow Batman's still alive out there, to give that hope and that symbol that he's still out there alive. And what happens is basically throughout the whole issue, all you see is Batman. All he's doing is walking around the maze. And, he's basically monologuing. There's some times when he does talk, but basically all you do is see, Batman just walking around, all like really tattered. Like his costume's really tattered, like one eye is just like one eye on his cowl is like really big, so basically you can see his normal eye, and then the other cowl is like one small eye, so it's like basically like those really big gigantic eyes, and then the other one's really small, so giving a sign that he's maybe going a little bit crazy in there. He's been there for 8 days, no food and no water, so he's going nuts. And basically he's walking around, and like all he sees was like he goes into a different room. He's all like, oh, I must stay in the darkness. I can't go into light. If I go into light, the court will follow me. They will find me, and they will listen to every little thing I say or do, because in those rooms they can see me, but I won't let them see me. I will stay in the dark like I've always have stayed in Gotham City in the dark. And he's just going crazy. Like, this is really disturbing to actually see this happen. And like he goes into a room full of these pictures of, like, he says like, oh, these are basically their victims. They've killed hundreds and hundreds of people, and when they've had enough, they would stand here and take their picture, and basically their picture will be plastered on the wall as one of their victims. I won't do that. I won't give in. I won't give in. And he's saying like how the Court of Owls are better than him, but he's like, no, I know Gotham City better than you. This is my city. This is my story. You can't take over it. And it's just really good to see this happen, because how often do you see Batman go crazy and go nuts? In Batman Rest in Peace or Batman Rip, he went nuts in that comic. He turned into Batman of Zuenra, and that was just insane. It was really like just a bunch of tension seeing like Batman turn into a lunatic, even though he is already a bit, not right in the head, but seeing him fully go a bit nuts was a bit, too much. And seeing him like that again in this issue was like really good to see. I mean, like, I know it's a bad thing and probably really disturbing to see that happen to Batman, but basically you see like maybe he drinks some water. Actually, he drinks like water from this fountain, and basically maybe it could be tainted. Maybe this is making him going crazy. But it's been 8 days, and you can see as the days go by, his costume gets tattered and more tattered. He loses his boots. His cape starts having more and more holes in it, and he starts growing his beard out, and like not like a big beard, but you can see like hair, and he hasn't like shaved in days, and it's just a really disturbing thing to see. And basically what happens in the comic, which I really love what they did, was they make you feel like you're in this, like you're Batman himself. You feel like you're crazy, because basically they make you, first you read the comic like, you know, originally you flip the page open, but then later on they make you flip the page open like this. You know, you had to read the comic up like this. And after that, you know what you had to do? You had to turn the comic upside down to read it. And you had to keep doing that. Like, it was just amazing. It made you feel like you were Batman, like you were going nuts and crazy in there. And in the end, I will not spoil what happened in the end. But let's just say the bat signal does burn out, and it bursts into flames, and they have to put it out. That is a bit of symbolism right there. Now, if you can find what that means, of that bit of symbolism, you might have known what happened in the end of this issue. But if not, pick up the issue and read it, because it's a fantastic read, amazing issue, spot on, it's great. I highly recommend you guys picking this issue up. I loved it. I love this to death. This series is great. Love Batman. Heard the price is going to be going up to $3.99, and I say it's totally worth it. We get more Batman, and it's a great series. I mean, I don't mind paying maybe an extra buck for it, but still, it's just a title worth, you know, picking up. You know, so hopefully you guys like this review, and I'll talk to you guys later.